What's up, boys and girls? It's your girl Erica from the Classy Climb blog. You know what day it is. It's Taco Tuesday. It's also Messy Pineapple Tuesday. Check out the pineapple. Anyway, look, I've been disappointed today on social media. I've been disappointed. You know, I've been disappointed because there's a lot of grown people running around talking about people copying them, people doing they flow, like they 10 steps ahead, they 20 steps ahead, they doing this, they doing that. Like, nobody cares, bro. Nobody cares. Nobody cares, boo-boo. What you should be doing is doing you. Do you. That's all your focus needs to be on, is doing you. And some people say, well, Erica, comparison is healthy. Comparison. Yes. No. Let's make this very clear. Comparing yourself to someone else is really not healthy, because what happens is you don't know how many hours it took for them to get there. You don't know how many hours it took for them to put in their body, their food, their content, their genetic makeup. You don't know these factors. That's ridiculous. But what you do know is you. You know your family, you know your situation, and you can only make the best decision for you and your family. Now, why do I like Grant Cardone's 10X journal he has? I think it's a good journal. I wanted to do journals, but I just ain't feeling it. 10X journal, it says write your goals down daily. Why should you write them down daily? Because some of you are coasting. You're coasting on yesterday's wins. You're like, I did great yesterday. Compared to my neighbor, I'm doing great. Compared to that girl over there, I'm doing great. Compared to... Stop. It's not comparing yourself to somebody over there to your left and your right. It does not matter what they're doing. It does not matter what their husband looks like. It does not matter what their kids are doing. What are you doing? What are the goals you have set for you? Now, yes, some people can say, look how Oprah's doing this, or other businesses are doing that. But again, it starts with you. Are you 10% or 25% further along this year than you were last year? And if you don't even know the measurements for you to answer that question, that's your assignment today. Are you making 10% more money? Are you doing 10% better? You know, these are legit things you should be asking yourself. And you should be able, through measurement and tracking, to tell me. If I were to ask you, yeah, man, we know I'm doing 10% better. You know why I'm saying 10%? Because when it comes to real estate and you're doing your office portfolio, or you're doing your reports for your manager, they're going to ask you, this year, did we get a 10% increase? Did we get a 20% increase? What did it look like? What does this year look like? Right? And you should have some kind of goals to kind of show the up projection of your life, because if you're not going up, baby, you're going down. Now, what a lot of people are doing is they stunting on them. They stunting on them here on YouTube. They're stunting on them everywhere else. Instead of saying, you know what, our company did 25% better, so yeah, I bought a Lambo. Yeah, our company did this, so we're doing this. A lot of times we have people who are out here on social media really just, well, he got a Lambo, so I'm getting a Lambo. And he got a house, so I'm getting a house. We're really saying, is this along with my timeline goals? Am I feeling like doing this because I want to? Some people, there's articles, I'm going to write about it in the blog. There are articles where people are spending $20,000, $30,000 in credit card debt to go have Instagram lifestyle. You even had the dude from Howard stealing with 5 other people. I love how they ignore there's 5 other people in on this scam. Stealing $500,000. Was it $500,000? I think it was $500,000 from Howard University and from students to go stunt on the Instagram. To go do photo shoots. To do stupid crap. Nothing long term. No kind of investing. And that's where we are in a society, where everybody wants to be like stunting on the Instagram and stunting on people on Facebook and be like, don't copy me. When really they're not even focused on their own goals. They're not even investing anything for themselves. What are they talking about? Do you know what I'm saying? Like to really be doing, this is a mindset show today. I apologize, but I'm going to let you know it's a mindset show today. It's not even a, it's not even a, here's how to do this thing. If they're not willing to invest in themselves and figure out where do they want to go long term, it's like, how can you even be mad that people are copying you? They're copying something the old you did. You can't live in the glory of yesterday's wins. So let's keep that 100 for there. And for 2, you notice how, like, I didn't have to notice. When people do trendy shit, they go away, like trendy shit does. Like, if you're going to do Bitcoin, guess what? You're gone away. If you're going to do Shopify store conversations, you've gone away. If you're going to do these different things, you go away. Unless you have things that are tangible, doable, repeatable, a service that serves people, you go away. Just point blank, period. And I think people really don't believe me when I say you have to be a service. You have to be doing something that's duplicable. Like, you can like teach someone how to do it. Now, I know I got some messages from 7 people today about doing the t-shirt show. And here's what my thought process is. I was going to bring my friend on. I was going to like let them talk about this and talk about the Shopify. And I thought about it. I'm like, no, dude, I'm going to do a webinar. And I think I'll just charge $10 or something for it and give him like $50 for his time. But at the end of the day, like, you know, I could do a whole thing and show you how to do every single step. And honestly, a lot of people still won't do it because they just want to know about it. They don't necessarily want to do it, right? They don't necessarily want to do it because there's plenty of information about how to start a t-shirt business out there. And what a lot of people want is the marketing part. How do I market? Well, you got to spend money, boo. You got to break some money. That's just is what it is. Now, you can do some techniques with Riddick and a couple other things that I was going to share in the video, but I think I'm going to do a webinar now instead. You can do all kind of techniques, but at the end of the day, some of this is like, is this a business for you or is this just side hustle? Because a business is, we're going to require an investment of your time, an investment of your person, an investment of your mental, and like actual work. It's no set it and forget it. The only thing you can set and forget is tax liens. Hey, only thing you can set and forget is books. Hey, you know, you put the work in one time and you leave it, right? And so it's like when people tell me they want some set it and forget it. Okay, Gabriel, we're not talking about that right now, but yes, I did receive your email. When we're talking about set it and forget it, a lot of times what you're really saying is, I don't want to hit the hammer on the investment side. And that's essentially what it is. The investment side is review something for 10 days and go. And I know many of you don't believe this, but this is all in a journey. Like, if you get out the journal today and you write down your big plan, it's going to take 5 years to accomplish, like, you know, multiple books, multiple people, multiple membership sites, all this other stuff. Whatever it is, it's going to take more than just you. It's actually going to take a staff. So not only do you need to have enough money making for you, you need to have enough money making for a staff. Because a lot of people think they're going to have a one-person business and never invest in getting employees. And that just 90% of the time that doesn't happen. Unless you have, and everybody's like, virtual employees, Erica. Even so, no. That doesn't even work that way. A lot of stuff I see here in Austin, I'll see an office, it'll be small, and they'll have some part-time people who really love their work because they do intense work, part-time, maybe 20 hours a week. But that company still needs them there for that 20 hours a week. You know? So again, it's about putting your investment in. Like, are you going to invest in yourself? Are you going to invest in this ideal you want? Okay? Are you going to invest in this gold to get somewhere? Because there's so much, thank you, it's messy pineapple. There's so many people who tell me, you know, I want to do this thing, and I've been thinking about it for 5 years or 10 years, and I go, you're not going to do it. I say it one to jerk them and make them be like, what? She said that to me? Yes. You're not going to do it, because if you were going to do it, you would have took the knowledge you had and started. And a lot of people say, well, Erica, it's just not the right time. It's not the right this and that. No, you're not the right person. Because it's not always based on time. If you find something that works, do it and continue to do it. Does that make sense? If you find a win in that lane and add more to it. If you're buying rentals, buy more rentals. You know, don't switch it up. Don't go 180 and do something different. Win where you at. If you've bought one house, okay, buy 3, 4, 5 more houses. Boom, add in the win. Okay, if you design 1 or 2 t-shirts and they were a win, okay, design 20, 40, 50. I can show you countless websites when I was in college and now where they own like 7 different t-shirt websites, and each stuff is in their own category, right? Like the guy I want to bring on, he has a President Obama and a negative President Obama t-shirt site. Now he's working on his positive President Trump t-shirt and negative Trump t-shirts. So that's why I said I'm probably going to have to do it in a webinar in order for me to justify it, or like make it like $10 per person. Because I give away countless free information on this channel. Countless. And that's, I'm not over that. I'm just like, you got to make some kind of investment. Whether it's your money or your time or something. If you have no skin in the game, guess what? You'll be here in 2 more years asking me the same questions that you didn't do 2 years ago. A lot of you are getting caught up in the, you know, taxes and LLCs and this and that. And I'm like, that's not even important as much as getting started is important. Does that make sense? That's not even as important as cleaning the credit is important. That's not as important as you having a vision for where you want to go, right? Because a lot of times if you have no vision, even if you get your credit card up and you make more money, then you'll just go get credit cards or just go on vacation. You'll just find somewhere for it to go. I went to a seminar, and this guy it was a Christian one, but I'm going to give you the point. There's a road in Alaska that's to nowhere. Straight up. They got all this funding from the government, and they built the road. I used to live in Alaska, for your knowledge, for 6 years when I was a kid, military family. And there's a road that goes to nowhere. And what happens is, our minds are like that. Right? Because what happens is, if we don't focus our energy, not worrying about if somebody's copying us, or we're doing something similar to somebody, or we're doing this or that. No. Worry about your personal brand, what you're contributing to your life every day, and get the hell off Facebook sometimes, because that's where a lot of that breeds. But if you don't do that, guess what? You'll start building pathways to nowhere. That's what you'll do. You'll build a bridge to nowhere. Nowhere. And I don't know how hard I have to say this to people, but I'll get on the phone with people so many times, and they'll have great ideas, and I'm like, just focus on this one thing. Build the bridge to there. I do about 5 to 7 calls right now, so I don't know if we're going to do any more phone call specials. Because it's like, woo, y'all kicking. But at the end of the day, that's really the thing. You can't be building bridges to nowhere. They have to have action. They have to have a timeline. They have to have a deadline. And you have to be able to say, I'm going to do it in this time. If I let you vet all these ideals, yeah, the ideals are beautiful. You have beautiful ideals. Write them all down in a book. What is one of the ideals we can take today and make some money with and build a bridge to somewhere? Because a lot of times I feel like people are building these bridges in their mind to nowhere, to beautiful ideals and beautiful places, and no action. And what happens when you get to comparing yourself to other people? Like, I would say it like this. My friend has a lawn cutting business here in Austin, and I think every day he's always talking about FBA and all this other stuff. And I'm like, bro, you make 80, almost 90 with one employee lawn care business. You are doing great. You're doing great. But you don't see that because you see other people's stuff on Facebook and Instagram. And when it's hot outside, you looking on people's Instagram, looking at their company party, and you're doing too much comparing. Too much. I have a friend who's way older, and he's not married, and he wants to get married, and he talks about getting married, and I go, okay, well, that's cool, but he's comparing. He goes, well, I only want a certain type of woman. I'm like, okay, so see, you move the goalposts here, because see, you said you want to get married, but now you're starting to add stuff to it. There's nothing wrong with wanting a particular type of person, but you also got to realize when you get of a certain age, you know what I mean, you got to sweeten the pot. Whether you're a woman or a man, I don't care who you are. I know people try to say that's not true, but you need to sweeten the pot. If you're old, you need to sweeten the pot. Like, figure out what makes the pot sweet. And the key with that is, he's building a bridge to nowhere. It's a bridge in his mind to this beautiful destination of marriage, of an island, of vacations, of family functions and picnics. But he's not taking action, so what is it? It's a bridge to nowhere. That's really what a lot of this stuff is, a bridge to nowhere. And you can't do that, yo. You have to write it down. What's the big goal? What's the big vision? Okay, what can we do this month? And, I don't mean to rant, but it's just that. It's what it is today. Love. We have to put in the work to receive. Little Miss, thank you. Love the hair, thank you. True statement. Facebook is not always the best use of time. Facebook is like a vacuum of ridiculous. And if y'all follow my page, you know your girl has to pull back. I mean, I'm going on vacation to North Carolina and DC and one other place, and so I'll have posted pictures, but some of this is getting stupid. It's getting stupid. We want to have fancy entrepreneur life. Gary V's made it fancy. He's made it sexy. People following you around with the camera. Look at my life. 90% of the people I've met in mastermind groups, the apartment investing groups, the real estate group down here in Houston, they are boring. And I don't mean it to be hurtful, but they're boring people. They're married with kids, and they're going on vacations, and they're just living a nice life, and then you don't even know they own 5 apartments. Because that's not what life is not about, being on the gram and on the Facebook to stunt on these ladies. I'm not going to say the word. Stunt on these ladies out here That's not what it's for. You know, if you're going to use it to make you some money and keep it moving. But you got to have a goal, and you got to have, and can't be building a bridge to nowhere. It's so crazy. All right, Jay Madison's working on 2 peer-to-peer lending accounts. Boom! That's a win, baby. That's a win. A win is a win. Like, keep hitting that door at a win. Hammer out what works. You know, there's nothing wrong with having beautiful plans. But let's do what works first. And then we go on to the beautiful plans. So did you guys have any questions today? It's a Tuesday. It's a relaxed Tuesday. I got to go run some errands. But I just wanted to say, stop the comparison trap. It's a ruiner of life. Comparison is the killer of dreams. It's the killer of so much stuff. And really, instead of saying, well, man, I wish I could live like Oprah and be on Instagram all day comparing yourself, really just say, well, where are my goals? You'll get so wrapped up in somebody else's company and somebody else's goals that you'll be like, you know what, they need to do this. Like, no, boo-boo, worry about yourself. I mean, I watched this video by Evelyn on the internet, and she basically was saying Blue Ivy's edges are more valuable than your whole body or something. And it was like something stupid. But it was the fact that people had the nerve to be on the internet complaining about Jay-Z's and Beyonce's daughter's hair. And she was like, let me never catch you in public somewhere and your children don't look 100. Because I'm going to just roast you. And it's just so funny to me that people put so much investing on compare. Like, well, if that was my kid and I have that much money, my kid would look this way. You don't know that because you ain't got no money. And you are not even focused on your own goals to give your children a future to go somewhere. I mean, it's a bridge to nowhere, bro. It's a bridge to nowhere. Let me see what CJ says. Good evening, sis. It's early here. Where you live at? It's like 2 o'clock. Good evening. Comparisons make you depressed or arrogant. Yeah. And listen, I could go in here all day and see people with bigger YouTube accounts, bigger whatever. They got more clients than me, and it's like, run your race. Run your race. People are so worried about somebody else's stuff. It don't make no sense. And the funny thing is, like, you could lose it all tomorrow. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, there's some, hey, UK, I like that. There are some people right now who are acting like they are a multimillionaire. And even if you are a multimillionaire, if you don't got rentals, if you don't got investments, if you don't got like 10 barriers between you and poverty, you can slide back down. Now, they may not slide all the way back to homelessness, but they'll slide down. You know, and that's the funny thing about people. They start getting real cocky, and it's like, until you got enough investments that you could just go in any store and just swipe your card all day like this, just, hey, I'll buy your groceries too. Hey, I'll buy your stuff too. Until you get that level, keep it moving, man. Keep it moving. That doesn't really make any sense to me. So, let me see. Oh, love. Lending Club now has a $1,000 entry fee. That's interesting. So I'm with Prosper, bought your app, $1 million book. Hey, thank you. You know I'm going to do it again. Hey. I turned some of these into thumbnails. That's why I'm doing so silly today. Kim Trill, very true about the shirts. There is money to be made on both liberal and conservative designs. It's the internet. The same person could be selling on both sides of the spectrum. Yes, and he's a nice guy, and I want to pay him for his time, too, is part of it. But him and several people are like, you give away too much information. You giving all the secrets out, Eric, and I'm like, it doesn't matter if I tell the secrets. If they don't take no action on it, they won't do anything. So, you know what? That's what's funny to me in the business world. It's like we're all trying to hide these secrets, and it's like, I want more people to win. Not only do I want more people to win, I know, because I know enough about people, that more people will not take action. You see what I'm saying? Like, I know right now, I can tell you step by step how we got the painting company the way it is. I can tell you step by step how to get a fencing company. I can tell you step by step how to do a ton of stuff. And 90% of people be like, oh, that's so good to know. Okay. And then won't do a thing about it. I know this for truth. I know. I put it to you this way. Alex Becker, if you ever get a chance to check out his channel, he straight up gave away stuff that's in masterminds. Like step by step. Step by step. But kids are so like, I want a Shopify site, that they miss that this guy is like literally giving away information that was in a $2,000 mastermind. I mean, it's so funny to me. It's so funny to me. So again, I could give every secret in the world out on here. People still won't do it. So, CJ, that ideal of having barriers between you and poverty is a damn good philosophy, though. Thanks for posting it in those terms. It's very true. It's very true. Like, I think people, And this is what happens. People get jobs and they sometimes they get a raise and times are good and they don't stack up while times are good. Like they stunt while times are good. They got a new grill, they got a new house, they got new furniture, they got a new car, and you're like, wait a minute, babe. You know, the times are good, but let's pay some shit off while times are good. Let's get free of debt while times are good. Let's do some different stuff while times are good. It's when times get bad, all of a sudden they go, you know, I would have did this better. I would have did this with my money. Well, why are you telling me about your old wins? I don't want to hear that mess. Tell me what you're going to do now. Tell me what you're going to do now. So, look, I think you're asking me what is Alex Becker's name. Alex, A-L-E-X, Becker, B-E-C-K-E-R, Becker. He talks about getting free traffic, and I've actually done a video on here, and I think I have it still in this phone. I think I'll post it after this today. And I talk about ways to get free traffic, way you can go. Now, here's the thing. People love talking about free traffic, Eric. I want free traffic. But are you willing to spend 4 hours a day? I know some people who are spending 4 hours a day SEOing and white hat tricks and YouTubing and doing blogs, and they're going in forums and posting comments to people. They're going in Facebook groups for hours all day, and I don't have time for that. I thought about it the other week. I was like, somebody has commented that I haven't been posting on Instagram as much lately, and I'm like, dude, I'm busy. I'm legit busy. Now, if Instagram was my way I make money, I'd do Instagram all day, all night. But guess my way to make money? YouTube. That's my number one. So it's like this: is the YouTube cup overfills, then I'll throw off some to Instagram, then I'll throw off some to Facebook. But at the end of the day, like, where you make your money is where you make money. Plus, I don't know if some of you noticed, but I built up a second, well, technically a third business. It's a second online business, and it's conservative, and it's guns, and it's gonna be so good. So, but yeah, that's the only one that gets my information and my time on Instagram. Is a whole separate side thing that we're building right now, and we'll have a ton added to it. So I'm super excited for that. But other than that, again, when it comes to t-shirts, as I'm building something out here with my friend, I'll be able to talk more about it. Which one is this? Let me see. Tank Dog 723. I recommend people buy all my books, yo. All of them. Ladder Income, 1099 Economy, Money on Tap, and Smartphone Millionaire. Buy them all. Stack the deck in your favor. You can do it. I'm never going to say buy one of them. I'm like, they're all my... It's like your children. They're all my children. All of them. I just can't choose one. I'm not selling guns, but I am, I'll be having a certain Instagram channel that will have a lot of gun topics, gun items, affiliate marketing. That's why you think when I've been telling you guys about some of this stuff, how to ways to make money, I'm telling you the way people do it, the way it's easy to do it, the way step by step. And so, again, so I'll see if my friend wants to do a t-shirt thing, and we'll try to do a webinar, and I'll be active and tell you about it on this channel. And then I'll let you see sneak peeks of other stuff. So, everybody, this is Erica from the Classy Climb blog. You guys are awesome today. You guys are fun today. Thank you for your day. It's Tuesday. Taco Tuesday. Messy Pineapple Bun Tuesday. And I'm going to go have a great lunch. Because, you know, I wait till 2 o'clock when all the people get out of my face. Okay, I want all the worker bees to go back to work so I can enjoy in quiet and peace my tacos. So, later, you guys. Have a great day.